Hi guys, it is the day after Christmas, and believe it or not, I have a doctor's appointment. How lovely. Who's the brilliant genius that thought of that? So dumb. But anyway, yeah, I am like, so look what I'm taking. I'm taking these to my doctor's office because I can't have them. There's just too much shit in my house that's yummy to eat, and I don't want it. I don't want it calling my name at 10:30 at night. PJ, come eat me. You know, I don't want it. Wish I had that stick 'em. I need to get more of these shirts and stick them and just like stick it where I want, because I futz with it all day long to try and hide my jowls, my ugly jowls. Yeah, and if I do that, I just have the little chin. It's phony as fuck. Anyway, yeah, I have eaten so much cheese that if you cut me, I wouldn't bleed. I would just ooze out cheese whiz. That's really a disgusting thought, isn't it? Oh my God, there's one thing about this car. The heat. The heat and the air on this thing works really well. Like, at first you're really grateful, and then you're like, why is there sweat dripping down my back? And it's because, you know, you're in a steam bath in your car. So I have to turn it down, and it doesn't ever seem to turn down until you take it all the way to low and then back up. It's almost like it has to reset itself. It's strange. But we'll try it here and see if it cools off a little, because right now it's burning the side of my palm. Anyway, yesterday I could like barely walk. Like, I never knew what it was like when people say like that they throw their back out, right? Like, I have back issues already. I have like stenosis and all this crazy shit because my joints are fucked up because I got weird arthritis. But I only knew that pain. Like, I didn't know really, like, okay, so let me go back to the beginning. I played tennis like a mad lady. I had my own ball machine. It was a Lobster, and I loved him. And I would wait by the window at Jeff's house because he had 2 tennis courts. So I would wait by the window for the air outside to be 50 or higher. Anything under 50, I really couldn't go out and play. My hands would go numb. But 50 or higher, I could put on enough like Under Armour and whatnot and leave my hands out and play against a ball machine. And I wake up very early. I get up at like 5:36 in the morning. Because that's just like my body. I have one of those circadian rhythms that people hate. Like, I wake up and I'm like, hi, and everybody's like, get the fuck away from me. So, yeah. So, I would go play tennis, and I would play tennis until about 11 o'clock. So, it had to be light out, obviously, but I would be out there sometimes from like 7 or 8 until 11 every day, including Sundays, because Jeff slept in. He was a sleeper, so he liked to sleep until 11, and so we were on very different time schedules. But then I would go to work. He was retired, so I would go to work at like 12:01, 11:30, 12:30, like 12:30-ish. And then I would work until 10 o'clock at night, come home. He'd be up because he was a night owl, and we could have dinner and whatnot. And then I would go. I just don't require a ton of sleep. When I get exhausted, like, then I do. And I can sleep anywhere. I'm a very strange person. Like, if we're driving in a car and, like, the fact that I'm tired comes on me, I just literally, whoa, there goes the cookies. I just literally pass out. Like, people are like, is she asleep? Like, we were just in mid-talking. So, yeah, I'm a little strange that way. Oh, I'm gonna run this fucking red light. Well, no, I didn't. Okay, good. So, I gotta get those cookies. So, where was I going with this? Okay, so I was like, I'm like super, like, I don't want to say super athletic, but I was really super athletic. And then I tore my labral in my hip, which is a sheath around your hip. And I was very scared to get a hip replacement. And that ended my tennis days. I mean, although I tried, I would still play doubles and like stand, because then you don't have to run sideways if you play doubles. But I could not. I could no longer play singles or like any of that. So that ended the tennis, years of tennis. And then when I went to my first rheumatologist, because I didn't understand why my fingers were curling so bad. And when people look at them, they're like, oh, they're not so bad until I like give you the finger, because that's where it goes. That's the finger. I can't make it straight. I can't make it straight. So then we figured out that I had some crazy weird arthritis that nobody really can, it doesn't like register as RA, but it actually mimics more lupus. It's like I have this weird rheumatic, undiagnosed rheumatic condition that includes my ruddy, my skin, and they thought I had psoriatic arthritis for a really long time, and then that was a negative. But I did pop yes on RA, rheumatoid arthritis, and I have a lot of that. Like I have the nodules on my tendons and stuff. So who knows? Who knows? Bodies are so weird. Anyway, that all being said, I had never really thrown out my back. I have bone spurs in between my neck, and I have bone spurs at the bottom base of my spine because my joints tend to nick together, which creates these things. So I know what it's like to have backache because I have one every day, and I just deal with it. And I can get some of this fixed, but that's a whole other story. But I never knew what it was like to actually have like your back go out, like where you are, like you see it in the movies, like, oh, you can't move. That was me yesterday. I was like so miserable. I could lay flat, and I had a book. My son got me a book, and I've been like trying to read it, but I have to hold it up because I have to lay flat. It was awful. I tried everything, BioFreeze, the numbing patches. Like I couldn't even take a deep breath. And normally any pain I have from my back, or my spine I should say, is like waist down to the butt, waist down to tailbone, or it is neck up to head. There's like that kind of middle part, like where your ribs and all, I really didn't have much there. It's just on the two ends that I have the most damage. So I just had never known. And this was like totally muscular, like totally muscular. I have moved houses. I have played tennis for 5 hours. I have done crazy shit and never had did this to myself. It is thankfully almost gone this morning, but I literally couldn't move. And it was awful. I wanted to do like all this stuff. My house is such a mess from Christmas. And I was like, yesterday I was like literally an idiot. Like I drove to the store and back, and that was like it. And in the car it was fine. If I wasn't like, if I could lean over or hunch back and take the pressure off. But the minute I tried to walk, it was like, oh, it was the worst pain. So they're not lying on those movies. Like when I would see it, I was like, ah, shit. You know, I've had a backache for 20 years. Like, what are you talking about? No, there really is a different thing that happens to a human being. It's when your back's out. I find like Tiger Balm because I thought that's more muscular Because this was muscular. Like, my muscles were out in my back muscles, I guess. Oh my God, but I'm better. Don't rate me 1,000. Oh, I hope you feel better. I'm fine. It was just one of those weird things where you're like, oh wow, that's real. You know, because it just never happened to me before. My muscles tend to be in pretty good shape. So anyway, that was yesterday. Maybe that's a testament that I need to get, like, start using my muscles more, because I certainly, since the hip, I haven't done any kind of, I hate exercise. Like, to just stand there and exercise, like, feel like, I don't mind walking if you're going somewhere, but why just walk to walk? It just, and that's why I like tennis, because there was a reason. I was practicing to get my game better. Do you know what I mean? There was like a reason behind it. Oh, I miss tennis so much. My hands couldn't take it anywhere. Oh my God, it was so good. I could ace the shit out of people. That was what I was best at, was serving. And Tim, he had a slice on him. Tim still, well, I don't know. I haven't seen him play in years, but Tim used to come and play. Tim, Frank, Jeff, and me. This other girl, Jen Krebs. Oh, the pictured girl that was, the girl that's pictured with me in the front of the last video, in the actual picture, that's Jen. She used to come play when we'd play doubles, but man, Tim has, I guess, such a fucking slice on in his repertoire of shots, and I never got that down, never. Like a drop shot, I just never got it down. But I could out-serve a lot of people. Like, you wouldn't hit it. And Tim's serve sucks. Tim's serve's so soft. Oh my God. All you had to do was take a step backward and step into it. You'd kill it. But he is so good at tennis. Like, he's so good at the actual game. I was more tricks. Like, I just learned all the tricks. So, because, they're, obviously, these guys are so much faster, that I would just learn tricks to, like, play like that, and certainly try to outserve them. And yeah, so that was like back in the day, but that was fun. That was fun to play. But yeah, that's good. But maybe I need to start building up my muscles a little more or something, because I never like, it was like wrapped around me. It was like a wraparound pain. It was crazy. And it does make it like you don't want to move. So those movies are really right. Anyway, on my way to the doctor's. Now I think I'm going to be early. I thought the traffic would be worse. I guess people aren't back at work, because there is nobody out here today. I feel like I'm alone on the planet. I mean, there's a couple cars, but usually it's like jammed. What else? I don't have much to tell you, because it's all it's all been just family and friends and real fun. Okay, so I think for New Year's, Carrie and I are going to go to the casino. They're doing like a special thing. I usually don't go out on New Year's, but I really want to, so I'm tired of sitting in. And I really want to go to the casino, like, when it's fun and hopping. Like everybody went to the casino after the Christmas party, and I did not. First off, I don't have Christmas on Christmas, so I get one less day than everybody else to get ready. And so that was huge in my mind, that I had to wake up crack of dawn early, and that was my day to do everything to get ready for Christmas, because the next day everybody's gonna be there at 1. And so yeah, so it kind of limited us, because we had this party so late. This was later than last year, and people bitched about last year. And secondly, it's a lot of drunk people at the casino. Like, it's not, it was like, I end up babysitting too much, so I was kind of glad I didn't go. Other people babysat. I heard their stories, but I didn't have to, which was good. But on New Year's Eve, it would just be like me and Carrie and whoever else we want to invite to this thing, which I think, like a girls thing, that would be good. I think that would be fun. And Carrie's fucking the luckiest girl I know. Let me tell you, Coleman gave her scratch-offs for Christmas. That was his gift to her. Was it Coleman or Forrest? One of them did. And oh my God, she won $32 on a handful of scratch-offs. Like, but that's who Carrie is. Like, she wins all the time going to the casino. It's almost like she feels bad for me because she wins so much. Because, like, we'll go and I lose and she wins and I'm like, ah. And I'm going to put it out there that I am winning New Year's Eve. I'm going to win a big one New Year's Eve. I'm going to win it all. Last time we went, I did win. I paid for dinner. I won like $160. Went home with more money than I left with, and we had a really good dinner. So I was happy with last time. I actually won. I'm going to win this time, but let me tell you, every time Carrie goes, she wins like big money. She never loses. I don't know anybody like her. Honestly, I just don't know anybody who wins as often as she does, but she does. Lucky ass woman. So that's my plan. That's all I got. I'm hitting the doctor, hitting the drugstore. Gonna go over, get some salad, because like I said, if you cut me, it'd be cheese. And I'm done with it. I'm just done with all the fat. It weighs you. It just makes you feel so heavy. I love it, but it makes you feel so heavy. My stepson wants me to come down. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It's going to depend very much on work and what's happening at work, because we are working the days he has off. I'm like, it's the days that I'm going to at least be working from home. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll see. It's really far, and unless somebody goes with me, I probably won't go. I know it's not far for other people, but I'm old, goddammit. Recognize I'm old. I'm not that old. I mean, I still feel young in the brain. It's just like this body so crickety. So, I don't know. We'll see. I would love to see the kids, though. His kids are so fucking cute. Oh, I gave, they all sent me pictures on Christmas yesterday. I gave a keyboard to Eric for all the boys, like with the stand and the seat and the headphones and the microphone. And then Jackie's kids, I gave them these backpacks because Jackie goes, they go camping. And I thought, these are like beginner camper backpacks. They have like a magnifying glass and binoculars, but kid size. But they're supposed to be like break protection, like they're like break proof, you know. And she has 3 boys, so they each have 3 boys, just like me. See, it's the only thing I gifted them. That's what I tell them. And so yeah, I gave them the 3 backpack camping gears and something else. Oh yeah, magnetic dartboard for all 3 of them. So I got pictures of all of them. I'll throw them in here just so you can see. They're so cute. Oh my God, their kids are so cute. And my children won't give me grandchildren, but that's all right. I have Jeff's. It's the best I can do. I'm happy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I love you. I'm almost here. It's 18 minutes long, and I don't know if you even care. So I love you guys. Bye. Home from the doctor. Let's see. Look what came. My painting. I can't wait to see it. Oh my God, it is perfect. Look at that. I was right on the blue. I was gonna go with green, and I went with blue. It is done so beautifully. Look at the frame. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yay, thank you, Coleman.